Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Marketist Podcast. My name is Imran Nadir, and I'm the host. So, a lot of founders today are stuck between two paths: build a service business or generate income, or build a product business that could eventually become a real asset. Today's guest has done both. Today, I'm joined by Waleed Najam, who has generated over $300 million in D2C sales and scaled multiple eight figure brands using performance marketing. Waleed Najam started in digital marketing services like in SEO, PPC, and did freelancing, and then shifted into building, scaling, and now acquiring e-commerce brands through Roplar. Thanks, Waleed, for taking time out. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much, Imran, for having me at the podcast. And I really like the work you have been doing. I've seen through your videos and interviews with the other guests as well. And I really appreciate the work that you have been doing and helping other people out. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You're most welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time out. So, Waleed, you started in digital marketing services like SEO, PPC, and freelancing. You could have built a traditional agency like most of freelancers do, like I did with Marketist. So, what happened that made you shift from service business, like service-based income, to building and scaling and selling e-commerce brands? So, what was the turning point?
I think the main reason for me to jump into business was to have a freedom. So, starting off my career as a freelancer and then getting more clients and building up an agency. And then after the agency, I realized that having an agency is like each client is your boss. So if you have 50 clients, you have 50 bosses, and all of those bosses are controlling you. They control when you can travel, they control when you can eat, they control when you sleep, they control everything about your life because when you're in the agency business, you have clients from all across the world. I have clients from US, I have clients from UK, I have clients from Australia, I have clients from the Middle East. So you spend your whole day matching the timelines with the different clients. And as a small agency owner, most of the clients are actually want to work with you. They get into your company not because of the company, they get into your company because of yourself. They want to talk to you because they believe in you, they trust you, and only want to work with you, and they want to work with your team because it's your team. So by the end of the day, it's you who is managing all of those clients. So I came to realize that okay, this is going in a way that I, rather than having a freedom, I'm getting myself into deep, I'm getting deep into it, that I don't have any freedom left for myself. That was the one reason. The second reason was I want to build an asset that I can scale, I can grow, and I can flip. Agencies are also an asset; they can flip as well. But when it comes down to the product side, that's a completely different story. It's a completely different side of the asset. So, and most of my clientele in my agency journey were related to e-commerce. They were mostly the product-based businesses. So we were actually helping them out generate hundreds of millions of dollars uh, in their whole from onboarding to to till the time they were working with us. So there was a point I decided, okay, if I can help them, if I can generate this much amount of money for them, I can definitely do like a 10% of it for myself as well. So there were like two main reasons I decided, okay, I'm gonna take a shift. I'm gonna move from agency to a product company.
So currently, you are not doing any kind of service business. You are just totally into buying and selling e-commerce stores. Like, are you running any e-commerce, your own e-commerce store, or you just like focusing on buying and selling?
Okay, so we are working on four aspects. The first aspect is to build e-commerce businesses. The second aspect is to buy e-commerce businesses. The third aspect is to scale e-commerce businesses. And the fourth aspect is to sell e-commerce businesses. So building comes from company perks. So in the building, it comes down to that we launch our own products, and
Mhm.
people come and invest with us as well. So we help them launch e-commerce businesses as well. Second is that we by already running e-commerce businesses in the market. So we have an experience help us scaling the e-commerce businesses. Let's say if a business is doing $100,000 a month, so we have a system, we have the strategies, we have the whole mechanism that we can deploy to scale that business from $100,000 to 200, 300, or $1 million a month. So we deploy that system in already running business and scale that business. The third aspect that I told you about was to scale e-commerce businesses. So we do partnership with the e-commerce companies who are like at different stages. Let's say one of the clients, he came to us when he was doing $1.5 million a month. So when we onboarded it, and after 3 months, that business was doing 3.5 million a month. So that's how our system helped the other businesses in scaling up their own business. So we work on a partnership model. We just don't charge them services. We take a specific amount from the business sales, plus we charge a base amount as well to the clients. And the fourth aspect is that whatever the stores we acquired, we scaled, we are up for selling up those businesses.
Wonderful. So, as I see a lot of founders, like I already know in my circle as well, they feel stuck between building a service business or a product brand. So you have seen both closely. What's your honest take on this? That whether anybody who is starting out, they should go with the service business or they should start off the product business, like product brand.
Okay, so when it comes down to specifically IT services, I think most of the people have realized it by this time now that
Mm,
sooner or later, IT industry is gonna have, it's already 50% affected. There are not enough jobs in the Upwork. There are not enough jobs in the gig marketplaces. A lot of the clients are not the beginner clients. So there's a new era of the vibe coders that people are using cloud, people are using Opus, people are using Lovable, Cursor, a lot of the AI no code tools to build a software. So software that is going to be built for like months. People, the founders, they start to learn the code as a vibe code, as a known coder. They build the MVP and they come with the MVP in the market.
mm,
So the job which you had like for the first few months is already gone. So only job left is to mature the MVP, make it capable enough to launch it to the market, or either way, fix the bugs in the MVP. So this is how the market has evolved in the IT industry, and it's going to evolve with the in any many other. I'm not saying 100% all the industry is going to get affected. Look, plumbing is also services. Roofing is also services.
mm,
Okay, so there nursing is also services. So these are gonna not gonna get evolved as soon as, but there are all many digital services. They're definitely getting evolved. Let's say video editing. A lot of the video editing tasks are done in seconds. A lot of the graphic designing work is done by so many AI tools in the market that the graphic designing part is done by them. The mockups is built by them. So a lot of the digital services are going to get affected with the AI. I think that is the sole enough reason for people to realize that you need to shift into a product economy. They need to build tools. They need to build products that are solving a small specific problem for a small group of people. You don't have to build a Zoho. You don't have to build an Oracle or a whole ERP that solves everything. You don't have to build a complete HRM system. You don't have to do that. You have to build one small tool that solves one specific problem. So let me tell you a story about a few guys I met last year in the San Francisco. These guys, they had a tool that called Get Poppy. The tool was only what the tool does is you give a long form video, a whole podcast video to it. It understands the context and give you short form videos. So it gives you like if 1 hour video is like 60 minutes, it's gonna give you like 60 reels from 1 hour long video, or maybe like
mm.
10 or 20 reels. This is gonna give you content for the next 20 days in like
Yes.
clicks. So the
Mm,
whole job is done by the AI, and this is how that tool does one specific job, which is to cut the long form video into short form. And these guys they have a team of like around 4 people, and they were doing $95,000 every month in the recurring revenue. Just four
mm.
people.
I totally understand about the AI. I believe in that as well, that anything you are doing on your desktop or on your screen that can be automated with AI. Like, I'm not saying 100%, but mostly like 60, 70, maybe 80% of it. The repeated task will be, it can be really automated. It is just past that, okay, it will be automated. No, it's happening. We are doing it. The content has been automated. As you are in SEO, you already know that we used to do a lot of content writing, and we used to hire. We don't do it right now. I totally understand that. So what do you suggest that, okay, product should be like digital, like in this era of AI, should we focus on digital products, or should we go with the physical products, like physical e-commerce stores? Those are better. What if you give weightage to any?
Okay. It's a whole long story. Look, you need to understand the need of the physical and digital products are going to stay there. There's one thing which is basic human nature, buying and selling. This is
Hmm.
never going to stop. Even if you are in a digital world, you're still going to buy something. Companies are companies are existing because they sell you something. So buying and selling is never going to end. So in the digital era, either the product is physical, either the product is digital. It's definitely going to exist. There are few parameters that you need to understand when it comes down to the product launch. Okay, so I would always suggest people to launch something which solves a problem, which is a necessity, which solves a problem, which is a necessity, can be used by the masses. So anyway, if the physical product, there comes a COVID, there comes a recession, so you don't get affected by those recessions or those changing industry dynamics. So there's a complete different dynamics for digital products. Let's say for digital product, this is a digital product, and digital product, it is way easier to replicate digital product with little changes, colors, fonts, a bit of different features. You are up in the market.
Hmm.
So right now, if somebody launches a tool that solves, let's say, image clearing, old pictures, they put the colors in the pictures. So you launch this tool, and in a week or 10 days, there will be like 5, 10 more tools in the market competing against you. You're selling for $14, they will be selling for $9. If somebody is from if somebody is from Pakistan, somebody is from India, the person who is in the main city may be selling it for $10, but the person who has more cheaper resources, more cheaper labor, he may be offering it for $8. Somebody from Lahore is going to cost $10. Somebody from Mumbai is going to charge $10. But somebody in UP, Rajasthan, in the far villages, somebody in Multan, somebody in Dera Ghazi Khan, Sargodha, Faisalabad, they're going to come because the salaries are less as compared to Lahore, the major cities. So we can offer the lesser price for that. So the competition is a lot as compared to the physical products. You get the specific margin. If you're launching something which is new, so you have at least 6 months where you get the first mover advantage, and that first mover advantage you can leverage in the first 6 months to grow your business, to grow your brand. That's one thing. Another thing I want to add in this, that because we never used to understand the businesses until we come down to selling the business.
Hmm.
And when you start to sell the business, you understand the complete dynamics of the business, how businesses are being sold in the market, and how the evaluations are done. Until you don't, if you're doing any kind of business, I think the first thing you need to understand is just go for sell that business and understand the investor questions, what investors are looking forward to. Either it's about compliance, it's patent, it's about the evaluations, it's about the multiples you're going to get. There's so many things that you need to understand about your business. So whoever you are watching this video, either Imran, you, myself, whatever the business you are doing, try to sell your business and understand the questions of investor.
Hmm.
Those questions, that process is going to completely change the way you think, the way you process, and the way you execute your business. And this is the most important thing that happened to me. So let's say I know somebody who is in a cybersecurity space, and they have a small cybersecurity tool. So their business is evaluated at the 10x price of the revenue. Let's say if they're doing a $1 million per year, their valuation is $10 million. When it comes down to e-commerce businesses, on average, the e-commerce business sold for 0.7x to 1.2 or maximum 1.3x. Or if it's a very good business, very good brand, everything 1.5x. So
Mm.
if a brand is doing $1 million, it's gonna get sold for least amount of half a million or $0.6 million to 1.2, $1.3 million, as compared to the ethical, the security business, the cyber security, or a digital product. They get evaluated at 10x, even 20x. There are some exits, if you look at, they are going to 20x price. So this is the main difference. There's a pros, there's cons of either doing physical business or either doing the digital products.
Through Roplar, your company, you now acquire and scale brands, right? When you look at a business yourself, so what truly makes it sellable and not just only profitable? So, what are those elements you see?
So what exactly we see in a business that makes it sellable?
Yes, not just profitable, sellable as well.
I think for the main reason that investors, so Roplar is my like subsidiary under the New Innovations LLC, is my parent company, then the Roplar is a subsidiary. So under the Roplar, so for us, when we are acquiring or either we are selling, the one thing that investors invest in your business is the past growth and future feasibility. Two major things:
Mm,
how the business has performed in the past, how the growth has been. Is it like, is it, if, even if it's slow and steady, and then the business, look, the business is growing like this, and then you make sure the business growth is not like this. Like, you should not be selling at this point. Okay,
mm,
so you
mhm,
can sell at this point where the growth is there and investor sees the future, so he buys the future. He's buying, okay, this is like now it has 5,000 customers. It's going to be like 10,000. It's going to be like 20,000. It should be like the business is so small that it only has the 5,000 customers, and the moment I'm going to purchase, I'm going to go down. So that businesses, they don't get sold, or either the valuations are very, very low.
mm.
So this is the point: you make sure that the business has the feasibility to grow, and you make sure as a business owner, you make sure that you have not done everything good in the business. You should leave a few things for the investors to come in and apply those and generate revenue out of those products. So because he wants to buy the feasibility, the future growth of the business.
Wonderful. Now, my next question would be around paid ads. Like you talk about paid ads a lot. So, for someone building an e-commerce brand today, how central should paid ads be from day one? Like, if an e-commerce starts today, so how should be the paid ads look like? Like they should start going into paid ads from day one, or they should wait, or how exactly do you recommend to the e-commerce stores?
Okay, Imran, what else they should go for if it's not paid ads? What do you think?
Hmm. Well, obviously, if they are testing out, if they have like friends and family, they can sell to those people. That's what I believe, right? Or they can just go with the SEO as well. Even I'm a big fan of paid ads. Obviously, I give those services. I definitely recommend those paid ads, like specifically Google Ads. But
Okay.
in your point of view, like what should they be doing? Like,
Okay. So there is one mistake when I started doing e-commerce back in like uh, we started first site in 2017, 18. So I was primarily focusing on doing e-commerce with SEO. So we were finding very niche industries, and we were building stores. We were doing SEO for e-commerce businesses, and we were ranking up those our own e-commerce stores. So in like the store took like some stores took 6 months, some took 4 months, some even took 1.5 year to get on the top for the main
hmm,
keywords.
hmm,
So when after putting like 1.5 years worth of effort into content, into backlinks, into technical SEO, everyday reviewing, optimizing websites, optimizing every aspect, and after 1.5 years, when you're on the top, when you come into top five positions, we came to realize that this keyword and this product is not even commercial. This is an informational product. and people are not buying it, people are just looking at it. So many people coming to websites, but we said there's no purchase happening. What's going on? So we tried to install a Microsoft Clarity and started to record sessions of the customers, of the visitors, and we see that people are just going over, reading through different descriptions, reading the content down the page, and then exiting the page. Nobody is doing add to cart, nobody is doing checkout, nobody is interested in even making a purchase. So for a whole 1.5 year worth of effort is all gone, because it is not making any sense, because what the effort we did, it was all about bringing the traffic. The traffic is coming, but it's not converting. So
Mm,
rather than you waste time for like 6, 7, 8, 1.5 year in doing SEO for any businesses, the first thing is to validate that either this product is sellable or not. Even if even if other people are running ads, it's not likely you're going to get sold, because some products are so much brand focused, some products are so much price focused, some
mm,
products are so much specific to feature focused. So you make sure that you have a complete and sound and solid knowledge of the product. Your landing page is optimized, every aspect of the product that customer needs is optimized, and you start with the Google ads at first, if it has the searches existing in the engine. So you go with the Google Ads on a day one. So you start the ads, you're bringing a traffic against the keywords on which you want to do SEO. So you
mm,
started Google Ads and the traffic is coming, and you're monitoring with Microsoft Clarity, analytics, their behavior, how they're exploring the website, are they doing add to carts, how many add to carts are happening, what's the conversion rate, what's the CTR. You analyze all those parameters and I said, okay, this keyword is bringing sales and everything. Now I can do organic part on it. Now I can do SEO on it. Same, it comes down to the content, organic content as well. I think it's good to test the products with the ads, so you know, like, if I am having sales with the ads, it makes sense, it's gonna definitely gonna get sell with the content as well. So
mm.
you instantly jump towards the organic side as well. So 100% going organic is a very risky thing. It's going to take a long time to understand either it converts or doesn't convert, or it's just a waste of money.
I totally agree with you that you should go with the Google Ads first to understand what's happening. You can extract those keywords from Google Search Console and just write content around it and create content around it, and it can bring very good results. So I'm going to ask this basic and controversial question. Sorry, as you said that you should go with the Google Ads first, right? So why not Meta Ads? Why you did not say Meta Ads? What is the difference? Like why not both, or
Okay,
like
that's a
for
good
e-commerce,
question. That's a good
what
question,
works?
and there's a very good logic behind it. The logic is that the Google, you don't show your ad to the people to come onto Google. So somebody who comes to Google and Bing or any search engine, they come because they need the product. They want to
Mm,
buy it. They want to explore it. They want to know about it. So that's intentional search. That's not impulsive decision. That's not engagement based search. That's not somebody sitting in a bathroom scrolling through their phone and then they find, oh, Imran is selling headphones. Imran is selling a microphone for podcast. And I click it and it says, oh, wow, this is nice. This is not like that. So when
mm,
somebody searches on Google, they are 50% prepared here. They want to buy this product. They are searching for it. They are ready for it. They already prepared for it. So that's why if your product has searches that are existing, if people search for a product, the first thing you gotta do is to go for the search ads to validate your product, to validate the idea, validate the pricing and everything. So if the searches are not existing, then running ads on Google doesn't make any sense. Or even if you're doing display ads or YouTube ads, I will not even suggest that. Go to Meta, go to Instagram, go to TikTok, go to Snapchat, Pinterest, native ads, but preferably start with Instagram and Facebook, and test your product over at that platform if the searches are not existing.
Usually I always recommend the trio. This is what I believe. The trio is like, you should focus on Google Ads. Whatever traffic you bring from Google Ads, you can just take that traffic to SEO, like write content around it, and you can just target that traffic using Google, Meta and Instagram ads. Like, this trio brings great business. Does this work in e-commerce as well? Because I work a lot on service business, like lead generation type.
Okay, so in e-commerce, we don't call it trio. In the general perspective, you can call it trio, but in actually on the ground level, we have. Let me give you a structure of campaigns that we have in e-commerce businesses. So we have three parts of the funnel: the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. So we
Hmm.
focus on the IDA framework mostly. The top of the funnel is mostly the observatory ads, it's exploration ads, it's introductory ads to the customers, to the people, to the broader audience. Sometimes we keep Google ads on the top of the funnel. If the meta is not as much converting, we keep meta only for retargeting. So whoever, all those customers who left the website, didn't make the purchase, they get the retargeting ad across Meta and TikTok and Snapchat or all over the platforms we are using. So sometimes if it depends on the product to product. So in the sometimes we keep Meta at the top, we keep Google at the top, and at the middle we only use TikTok for the retargeting purposes. And at the bottom of the funnel, we have our email campaigns. We use different softwares to track the customer's data, the first party, the zero party, the third party data of the customers, and then we retarget them by using different techniques. It's mostly email automations, flows, SMS, and calls to the customers to convert them.
So in product business, like you are in product business, right? So if someone cannot make paid ads work profitably, does that usually mean, in your experience, does that usually mean the product is weak or the operator is weak?
Okay. I think the most common word in our industry is called it depends. So it depends on so many factors that why the ads are not profitable. Are
Hmm.
you doing it right? Why they're not profitable? Is the conversion rate too low? So you understand. So you run the ad and you understand how my ad copy is performing. Is my CTR good? Good. Second step, the customer goes to the website. Okay, is the bounce rate bad or good? Is the customer engaging with the website? Okay, is the add to cards are happening? Okay, add to cards are happening. People are liking the product, they're going add to cart. Why people are jumping off the bouncing off the add to cart? Why is that happening? Okay, they're going to from add to cart to checkout page. If they go to checkout page, they're bouncing off the checkout page. What's happening at that checkout page? Is it shipping? Is the shipping price is higher? What is it exactly? Or they're just bouncing off the product page because the price is so high, or the reviews are not there, or the product is not exactly as what they're looking forward to, or the your keywords that you're targeting are wrong keywords. They are searching for red product and you're showing them blue, or you're showing them green, you're showing them purple, you're showing them magenta. They're not getting the
Hmm.
right product, what they're searching for. So you have to make sure the query matches the product and the landing page has everything the customer needs. If everything is aligned, I think we have to make sure this process is as it should be before coming on down to the conclusions that why the ads are not performing. That's the first step. Second step is that what stage of the ads you are. Campaigns take time to optimize because you're using Pixel. So when you're running ads on Google, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, your Pixel is new. It doesn't know anything. It's like a baby. So you have to train the pixel. You have to guide the pixel. Like what kind of audience you should gather for me. What kind of audience you should show my ad to. What kind of audience you should acquire for me. So the pixel at the starting stage is going to take at least 2 weeks. It's going to take some time to understand your audience. What kind of purchases you should happening. So I often recommend it to the people when you're selling something, try to build the pixel first. Try to sell it at a lower price, keep the price lower, bring an amazing offer that no one can deny. Have you heard it? Offer me something I can never deny. Buy me something. So you offer something that your customers cannot deny. They make a purchase. So Pixel understands your audience. They understands the demographics and profile of your customer. So if you give enough, let's say 200, 300 products of data to Pixel, your Pixel is trained enough to understand your customer, and then you can increase the price, you can increase the actual price of the product, and then run the ads according to that.
In your experience, what is most common, like literally most common mistake you see in the ad accounts, like the businesses you acquire on board? So what is the most common mistake in their ads platform, be it Google ads or Meta ads?
For the Google ads, I think most of the people who are running Google ads, they don't do research on the competitors. They don't really see what kind of ads and copies they are running, what kind of pain points they are considering when it comes down to Google ads. And also people try to put all the keywords in one ad group, all the products in, like, they had just one shopping feed, and they just throw that shopping aid into the merchant center, and this is the sales are going to come in. It's not going to work like they, it may work, but the cost, it will be not be cost efficient. So you have to categorize your merchant feeds. You don't run ads on one merchant feed. You have to optimize the feed as per the category, as per the products, as per the personas, and then individually push the merchant feed with respect to the product. And make sure each feed doesn't have many products. Try to make sure don't put more than 20, more than 20 to 30. Don't do more than that. That's enough feed, and optimize the feed. Make sure it's SEO optimized. It's exactly has all the keywords that it should be in the feed that people are searching for. And when it comes down to the Facebook and social ads, I think the algorithms are so mature enough these days. The only thing you need to work on is your ad creatives. So if you come up with the good creatives, I often tell it to the people in my content. I create a lot of Instagram content. I'm not selling any courses. All the content is getting, and people should watch it. It's all the value that I share every day. So I often say this thing a lot in my content, that you need to come up with a different vertical. People don't buy product, they buy vertical. They buy
Mhm.
different pain points, they buy different angles. They don't buy the product. They buy the angle of the product that you're showing them in the video. So if the angle is clicking up to them, they're definitely going to buy it. Let's say if you're selling a weight loss product and you're selling it like, oh, come down, weight loss, my waist is like this. No, that is one angle. The other angle could be a healthier life. You stop shouting at your kids because your weight is controlled. um, is the other angle is you having a very good romantic relationship with your man, because you have lost the weight, you are in shape, and your man is looking at you, your husband is looking at you like, wow. So you are selling the exciting wow factor. If you're just saying, "Oh, we use this medicine," oh my God, this just helped me out with lost the weight in like 4 weeks. I have lost 15 kgs, and my life feels so much better. This is one angle that every weight loss category is working on. But you have to diversify the angle when it comes down to your mother, when it comes down to father. So people have roles as a job person, as a mother, as a father. And if somebody is not obese, they walk down in a nice dress to the workplace and they get selected. So you're showing up different angles that people are going to purchase. The most common problem, the biggest problem for even the biggest brands, I'm telling you about the biggest brands. We manage brands that are doing $5 to $6 million a month. That's not my brand. I have my brands, it's doing well. It's not doing that much of an amount, but it's close to that. But the other brands that are doing this much of an amount, they still have these problems that they get out of the ideas, they get out of the verticals. So when you come up, so this is what we do with them. We come up with different ads, angles, verticals in a way that they have never showcased their product to the customers. When we come up with these verticals, boom, it starts to sell a lot. It starts to
Hmm.
scale the product. People start buying it again.
And I will definitely attach your Instagram so that people could really watch your content. And I really love your content already. So okay, so this is the basic thing. I'm just asking just to when you know something and you just want another person to say the same thing you want. So I believe lots of people who are into paid ads, they should know basics of marketing. what do you say? There's so many people who are just focused on platforms. They are just into platforms. They don't understand the basic marketing principles. The same thing you said, that okay, you should be like looking at different creative, different perspective, different point of view, different story in your ads. But if you don't know understand the marketing, how will you do that? You will just be focused, okay, this should be the CTR, how many impressions I'm getting, how many clicks I'm getting. So what do you say to those people who are just focused on platforms rather than just marketing basic principles?
When you say platforms, what exactly you mean by the platform?
Google Ads dashboard, like Meta Ads dashboard. These are like
Okay,
platforms.
okay. Yeah. Look, there are two aspects of every product. Okay, this is very important, Nadir. Um, People don't realize that. Let's say they have to sell this. This is like a small wallet that fixes on the back of the phone,
Mm.
right? So there are two aspects to one product. The one aspect is called the e-commerce side of the product. It's about selling, it's about offers, it's about what you're bringing on the table, price, sales, communication, landing page, and everything. Okay. The other aspect is called the branding and brand positioning. So people, the e-commerce marketers, most of the marketers, they think from the selling perspective. They think as a media buyers, oh, I'm gonna just put ad copies and run ads, and sales are gonna come in. It may work, but now it's changing a lot. It used to work for a lot of industries, but now it's changing. People consider different aspects when they're making a purchase. It's not just e-commerce purchase. Specifically when it comes down to high ticket items, we do a lot of high ticket items. So for us, we have to focus on the branding side as well. And then we have to focus uh, on
The
the
sales side.
e-commerce side as well. So there's so e-commerce side and the branding side. It they have a thin line. This is a very thin fine line between both the aspects, and you have to play in that fine line. So let's say, let me give you an example. Have you ever heard that Rolex is selling watches on a sale?
Not that I know of. No.
Never. Is LV having a sale? Is Gucci having a sale? If they put a sale, do you think people will buy?
I'm not sure. Obviously, they will
People
say,
will
okay,
go
every other.
crazy about it. People are gonna go crazy about it. But never ever they put anything 10%, 15%. They said, nah, we're not gonna put anything off. Even if you go buy Rolex, you can't even get the Rolex. They sell you this basic models, the base model that you got that you instantly buy and lose the money on the spot.
Mm.
But for the good Rolexes that sells that are like an asset watches, they make you wait 1, 2, 3 years for that. So they don't give you that watch upfront. So they
Mm.
make you wait. They create the FOMO effect for it, and they make you wait for the watch, and then you get it. So they never,
Mm.
even if they start giving the watch to the people are definitely gonna buy. They don't do it. That's not their branding. That's not their brand positioning. This is how they position themselves. So when
Mm.
it comes down to the product aspect, you have branding aspect and the e-commerce aspect to make sure you are here in the fine line that you don't miss completely on the branding side, and then you don't completely go off the morals, off the integrity, and lose all your communication channel when building up a brand. So when you are
Mm.
building a brand, make sure your language is same, your coloring is same, your way of communication is same, the influencers you are work with, they are same, they have some level.
Mm.
You don't work with every other guy off the street. You have to make sure that you have to maintain this level. Once you
Exactly.
maintain this level, customers know, okay, this brand, they invest in themselves.
Mm.
They work with the high end people, they work with the high end material, and only product you're going to get from them is going to be good quality products. So this is how you build a brand perception among the customers over the years, and that's how it makes you superior than the other brands. If you just have an e-commerce selling side, you may sell it for some time, but when the market populates with a lot of other e-commerce sellers, you are done. You're a go.
Mm.
But if you're having a brand perspective going on along with the selling side, obviously the sales are going to come slow. It's going to take longer to build a brand. It's going to take longer to build the perspective. It's going to take more effort. But when the competition comes in, you'll still shine independently. You have your own audience base. You will still be surviving in the market. You don't have to worry about the newcomers in the market.
Waleed, you explained very well. Definitely, they go both hand in hand. I understand. All right, so we are just reaching our time. I just have one last question. This is if you had to build a service-based business again today, knowing everything you have learned from scaling product brands, what would you do differently this time to start service-based business?
Okay, well, if I have to build a service-based business, I will not rely on any platform, Upwork, Fiverr, anything. I will solely be working on creating a lot of content, a lot of organic content,
Mm,
and I'll be active in small communities, in groups. Let it be the communities on Reddit, let it be communities on any specific private forums, or being a part of private public groups or private groups that they charge you for the membership to be the part of them. They have certain criterias to be with them. So I'll be doing these two things: creating a lot of content and then being part of it. So when you become a part of the community, people know you and people trust you because they, from their profile, they know, okay, this guy knows his shit. He talks about this shit. He live this shit every day. He understands it, he does it, he helps other people out doing it, and he solves all the problems. So when somebody thinks of Imran, somebody thinks of Waleed, they should have one word in their mind. Okay, e-commerce, Waleed. Business selling, Waleed. Somebody has a store, they want to sell it, oh, well, I should talk to Waleed. So this is a perspective you build in the customers, in the people's in the mind, that when they think about one specific service, they go with that. And another
mm,
aspect is that I will offer just one specific skill, one specific service. I will not go all in all to digital marketing and everything. If I have to offer one service in the digital marketing space, I will increase your revenue by $50,000. That's it. Pay me only when I increase the revenue.
mm.
That's my service. Or I will optimize your ads with specific percentage. I will increase the conversion rate of your website. So offer a conversion rate optimization, be the top guy, and offer do this for the higher price. Work with the high end companies, work with the higher brands. Don't go work with the small companies. Do one specific job and be good at it.
There's this discussion that okay, specialists like people who are like focusing on one service, they may face difficulty. You should be like a full stack digital marketer. I actually I don't agree with that. It's my personal perspective that I agree with you the previous point that okay, you should be focused enough that people should know you more enough, like long enough.
Yeah.
If
And
you are
this is how the market is in the United States. So this is how people operate here. I mean, if one person does one job, if a guy has to place a piece of wood, his only job is to place the piece of wood because he's good at it, and he's not gonna uh, uh, it's not gonna flip it. It's not gonna do the second part. The second, there is another guy for the second part. Then there is a third guy for the other part of it. So one person, one specific job. The big companies, if you go to tell them, if the big you why people never get good clients when they are saying, oh, we do everything, we are 360. Okay, they never get bigger clients. So when they say, okay, we are specific to this problem solving, we are specifically ads company, we only do ads, just go for that. Because here the client, the bigger companies knows the good people, the expert people, they are just good at one thing. They are not man of
Mm.
all trades, they are not jack of all trades.
Thank you so much. Hopefully, this will clear for lots of people. They will just go with one direction. Thank you so much, Waleed. I appreciate you sharing your perspective and experience. Thank you for being on the Markets Podcast.
Thank you so much, Imran, for having me. And I hope you keep the good work and share this wonderful work with other people. And I think hope it helps out a lot of other people as well.
Yeah, I really hope as well. Everybody who is watching, please go follow Waleed. I'm sharing his all the socials, and hopefully, if you have any question, just do your research, then ask Waleed, and just save his time and respect your time as well. Thank you so much, everyone. And see you in the next one. Thank you, Waleed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Imran.